Hey everybody, Dope666 here. Got Terror is a Man, 1959, and that's down here, and then this one here is Zombies of Mortal from 57. So yeah, got the classics going on. Gonna just break right into this here. Cheers everybody, I've got a non-alcoholic beer. Had to stop drinking alcohol completely because I started a new medication, so here's this. Cheers, everybody. Okay. First one we got here is the After Dark Horror Fest 8 Films to Die For collection. This is The Abandoned. Pretty interesting. I think it's Russian made, like a ghost story, haunted house sort of movie. Definitely a lot of family betrayal, sort of, you know, back and forth in the timeline sort of stuff. Definitely takes you back in time a lot in this movie to explain a lot what's going on in the present day. This is okay. These 8 Films to Die For collection, they are hit and miss for sure. This one was right in the middle. It was just okay. Got another After Dark original. This is not 8 Films to Die For. This is just a regular After Dark original release. This is Seconds Apart. This one wasn't too great either. One of my favorite movies comes from this After Dark original series, which is Husk. And this one really doesn't, I don't think it can hold a candle to that one at all. So there's that. Seconds Apart. It was decent. Not bad at all. Just not great. Got Magnet Entertainment one here. This is Shuttle from 2008. Yeah. I'm sure you can imagine what this one's about. I don't really want to spoil the plot too much. Suffice to say that this one was pretty decent. Not the best Magnet Entertainment I've ever seen, obviously, not even close, but still worth a watch. Okay, next up we've got some movie rental store trash. You can see the classic little horror sticker on there. That's cool to still have that on there. This is Serial Killing 101 with Justin Urich, Thomas Hayden Church, and Lisa Loeb. This is really, really bad. Still kind of fun though. Like I didn't have a bad time with it, but it is very, very bad, cheap, cheesy, all around. Like, unless you're really looking for video rental store trash, steer clear. Not a very good slasher movie even. Got another one with what's that guy's name? It's covered on here with Thomas Hayden Church in it. But this also has Matthew McConaughey, Juno Temple, Gina Gershon, and Emile Hirsch. This is Killer Joe. This movie was fucking crazy, man. This is actually really, really good. I don't want to give away the plot on this one either so much, so it's not really, really super horror. It's just really, really horrific drama. Check it out. Killer Joe is awesome. Okay, we got a really bad one here. This is the Vampires Suck Extended Bite Me edition. This movie is horrendous. This is like worse than Scary Movie 5. Oh man, I had to pick it up. It was like $1 when I found it, obviously, at like a pawn shop or something, but steer clear. Did not like that at all. All right, you guys may have seen a while back on my Instagram feed, I was going through a little sci-fi kick there. So we've got Blade Runner, Final Cut. It's a classic first Blade Runner film with Harrison Ford. This is like the pinnacle of sci-fi right here. Very, very good film. I'm gonna start closing in on all the sequels now. Then we have Dark City with Rufus Sewell, Kiefer Sutherland, Jennifer Connelly, and William Hurt. This is, yeah, Dark City. I don't know if I just said it or not. This is more like film noir sci-fi rather than like action-packed. There is a lot of action in it, but it's very strange film for sure. I liked it a lot, and it's cool to find these New Line Platinum Series snapper cases. They've always got cool artwork and stuff on the inside. Yeah, I'm definitely going to give that one a few more watches. This was pretty good too. Dark City. Alright, really classic sci-fi. We've got some Flash Gordon starring Steve Holland. I'm not really sure when this series was on. This has 3 episodes on it though, and it's a lot of fun, you know. It's not great or anything, but just classic, super, super cheesy sci-fi. Flash Gordon. And we've got Battlefield Earth with John Travolta. And this one is from, yeah, it came out in 2000, I believe. Another killer little snapper case here. And there's some extra stuff in there, but get all that out of the way. And you can see, pretty proper release. I love snapper cases. I grew up on these things. So it's cool to find them when I do. This was not as good. Definitely entertaining for sure. I would stick it up there with like Laser Hawk or something really similar to that. It's pretty fun though. Alright, moving into some Blu-rays, but keeping it sci-fi, we have Spaceballs. This is another really cheap one I came across for $1. I pretty much primarily, like 95% of the time, buy secondhand. It's just so much cheaper. It is a lot harder to hunt down discs that are playable, but, you know, when you find a cool little combo pack like that, you just can't turn it down. So there we go, finally have Spaceballs. Super, super fun, hilarious film. Alright, still keeping it with the sci-fi, guys. We've got The Day the Earth Stood Still. This is the 3-disc edition. This is the Keanu Reeves movie, and it also has the original movie from the 50s. I didn't really like the remake too much when I saw it years ago, but I actually really enjoyed it upon viewing it recently. And of course, the first one is a total classic in the genre, so had to pick this up when I found it. This was also $1. This 3-disc edition of The Day the Earth Stood Still. Great, great acquisition here. Okay, breaking out of the sci-fi, y'all. Got a few more Blu-rays for you. This is Kiss of the Damned. This is like a vampire, not like, it's like a romance sort of horror, very drama-y, but still pretty brutal in parts. This was pretty fun. Better magnet release than the Shuttle movie I just showed you earlier in the update. This was pretty good. Perfect Getaway. This one is just alright. I feel like it was a little lacking. It was good, but you know, have to pick it up when you find a really, really cheap Blu-ray. I think this one was like $3, might have been less. But yeah, these island getaway slasher-y sort of things are not really my thing, even though I'm a really huge slasher fan. This one's just okay. Like, it wasn't bad or anything, but didn't really grab me too much. Got a few more Blu-rays here. We got a couple of Vestron video releases. This is Chopping Mall from 1986. This is a awesome piece of 80s cheese right here. I had been meaning to get a better edition of this for years, and I finally pulled the trigger some time ago and just bought it. I think I ordered this one as well as the next one. This was forever ago. I've been waiting to show these in an update for forever. I've just been watching them over and over. But yeah, Chopping Mall, if you haven't seen this, this is perfect. This is a hilarious, brutal, like really brief, short movie from the 80s. Very, very fun. Another one from the 80s and another Vestron video release. We have Blood Diner. This is like my favorite horror comedy of all time. This is bonkers. This movie is absolutely crazy the whole way through. I can't get enough of it. Every time I watch it, I'm just laughing like the whole time. It's perfect. I've showed it to a few friends. Some of them are like, this is trash, man, and some of them really see the gold that I see, and it's a big bonding point with me and some of my friends now. So Blood Diner, if you haven't seen that, Jackie Kong's finest. I like it better than The Being. Okay, last Blu-ray here, we have Kevin Bacon and Stir of Echoes. I had been meaning to pick this up for a very, very, very long time, and just finally did it. It was just okay, honestly. I've seen Kevin Bacon, you know, in tons of films. He's not bad in this, but I don't know, just a little lacking for me. And if that one was lacking, then the sequel with Rob Lowe, Stir of Echoes 2, The Homecoming, was even worse, obviously. Still not bad, just not great at all. Like, just barely good in my opinion. Stir of Echoes 2. Still got love for Rob Lowe, though. Okay. Back into some DVDs before we wrap this up, guys. This was a very random find. You can see even still got the price tag on it. That's $5.99 for this Criterion special edition of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. This is great pickup right here. Like, can't even stress enough like how stoked I was to find a Criterion Collection special edition like in a pawn shop for so cheap. Like they had no clue what they were holding on to here, and it very well may be my very first Criterion double disc. Totally intact though. Everything in there. Super cool to find this. There's the other one in there. Yeah. You know, I've talked about this movie a lot in the past, so I just wanted to mention that I found this Criterion edition of it. Okay. Got a few cheesy kiddie horror sort of things. This one's not even really horror. This is like more resemblant of like Diary of a Wimpy Kid with like a film buff subplot sort of thing. This is The Sneakover. This was cute. Not great, but still fun enough, you know. If you dug that style of movie back in the day, like this is more of the same. This was a total classic I had been looking for a long time. We have Goosebumps One Day at Horrorland. Slowly completing my my Goosebumps DVD collection. Yet another. Not much to say about that, except that it's wonderful, and that if you don't like Goosebumps, I don't know what's wrong with you. Okay, we have Are You Afraid of the Dark? And this is the first new season that came out in 2019, and it also includes a few, it's a 3-part series for one, of the new one, and then there's 3 episodes of the original series from the 90s. So I had to pick this up, like even just for the old episodes. But the new series was actually really, really good, so I'm going to check out some of the other newer seasons as well soon. Okay, got 4 here. You guys probably saw me watching them all together quite a while ago. Have all 4 Anaconda films now. We'll go through all of them. First Anaconda is total classic. This is actually way better than I would have ever figured, and I had a ton of fun with it. Oh man, does it go downhill from here? Anacondas is not so bad, but definitely takes a step down from that first film. Still, not bad at all. I would definitely watch it again with the first one. However, you get into Anaconda 3, Offspring with David Hasselhoff, and you're inclined to think, well, this is probably not going to be very good, and you would be very, very right. Anaconda 3, The Offspring, is just not good. Still fun in its own cheesy respect, but, I mean, unless you're looking for that specifically like I am, oh, I would tread lightly. Somehow Anaconda's Trail of Blood, the 4th film, is not as bad as the 3rd one with David Hasselhoff. So I picked it up, wasn't expecting much from it, and it was actually a little bit better than that 3rd film, like I said, so happy to own them all finally. It was cool to find them all in one place when I went to Zia Records. Let me wet my palette again, guys. Okay. Got a Midnight Movies thriller triple feature. There is one film from Antonio Bido, which is The Bloodstained Shadow, which is from 1978. Very giallo-y. All of these are basically giallos. And then we have 2 films from Aldo Lado. And that first one is Short Night of Glass Dolls, and then Who Saw Her Die. These are all really, really great giallos. I would say that The Bloodstained Shadow is my favorite out of all of them. Who Saw Her Die being a little bit better than Short Night of Glass Dolls, but still tons of fun. If you're looking for like early to mid late 70s, just 70s giallos obviously in general, because that's when they were coming out, this is a great buy if you've never seen any of these. Love to find some Blue Underground once in a while. Last one here for the update, guys, is a Synapse release. This is Popcorn from 1991. A very, very fun, hilarious, like comedy horror slasher that takes place in a movie theater. You can't really go wrong. This movie has it all. Not my favorite, obviously, of this sort of film, but stands the test of time for sure. This is a lot of fun, and if you haven't seen Popcorn, do yourself a favor and go find it. So that's gonna wrap up this one here, guys. I know that I'm not super active as of late. Been very, very busy. I've got 4 bands going right now, and some of them are kind of in a limbo state, so we'll see what happens. But definitely have a lot of music coming out really, really soon, and more info on that coming soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed the update and the classic films we got going on here as usual, and I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I will see you guys again very soon with something else. See ya.